Before there was Sarah Silverman, before there was Gilda Radner, before there was Joan Rivers, there was the original funny girl herself, Fanny Brice. Born Fanny Borach in 1891 to Jewish immigrants from Hungary living on the Lower East Side, she longed for a career in show business. She started off in burlesque, changing her name to Fanny Brice around 1908 before catching her big break, being hired by Florence Ziegfeld Jr. to be part of Follies in 1910. While Fanny didn't conform to the popular ideals of feminine beauty at the time, hard as it may be to believe, she's just gorgeous. She achieved success and critical acclaim in vaudeville, often exaggerating a Yiddish accent and playing up her identity as a Jewish comic. In this way, she was leaning into the trend of ethnic comedy popular in America at this time, where minority groups were parodied by sometimes those within and often those not part of the minority group. In 1923, wanting to be accepted as a serious actor and not just a comic, Fanny decided to get plastic surgery on her nose, which was performed in her hotel room, making her the first modern rhinoplasty patient. She was also likely motivated by a desire to minimize her ethnicity, given the rising xenophobic attitudes of the 1920s. Contemporary Dorothy Parker quipped that Brice had cut off her nose to despite her race, and it didn't have the positive effect she was hoping for on her career. While she still didn't conform to American beauty standards of the time, again, I don't understand why, but she could sing, which was quite valuable with the advent of the talking picture, and she became the first woman to star in a sound motion picture called The Man, which was a box office flop, and her subsequent films didn't do much better. Ultimately, Fanny found stardom on the radio with her character Baby Snooks, no Yiddish accent required. She performed on radio for more than a decade. Fanny had a stroke in 1951 and died a few days later, at only 59 years old. Her life story was loosely adapted by her son-in-law into the musical Funny Girl, focusing most heavily on her time in vaudeville and her relationship with con man Nicky Arnstein. I know, so interesting, and we did not even talk about that, where her character has been portrayed by many, though not exclusively, Jewish actors, most famously Barbra Streisand.